Hey everyone, I'm gonna review a video called What I Eat in a Day as a Vegan Who Hasn't Left Veganism. The channel is called Edgy. I like the title because it's as if she realizes that most people have quit already.
Nom 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 nom. I did not take my vitamins. It's just one of them days. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back. I thought we could do a what I eat in a day because I haven't done one in a while. So good morning. Hello. I hope we're doing well. First things first, antidepressants and a multivitamin. Oh, and today's video is sponsored by Magic Mind, who I love and I'm very...
They are sponsoring all of the vegan and plant-based videos. It's good marketing for sure. The same way they did it with AG1.
excited to talk to you about a little bit later. See you in a few.
Carcinogens, that's what I noticed first.
All right, so it is zucchini season and zucchinis are like $1. So I bought 5
Yes, because they have no nutritional worth. It's just a huge yellow fruit.
of them because yay, cheap. So let's make some zucchini fritters for breakfast. I love a good
That's just nothing. It would be a meat imitation. That's what it looks like to me. And then you dip it into a creamy sauce because you crave animal fat, dairy cream so much.
savory breakfast, much more than I like a sweet breakfast. I like sweet with my coffee or my matcha, but for like an actual breakfast, savory is definitely the way to go. Okay, so I've shredded my zucchini. I need about 4 cups. I'm gonna stick that into a fine mesh sieve with some salt to draw out the moisture and just let it sit there for like 10 minutes, just so all the...
Yes, salt dries out the moisture. Salt dries up your body also. If you want dry skin with wrinkles, then consume a lot of salt. It will just dry you out completely.
liquid comes out because the less liquid your zucchini has, the crispier your fritters are going to be. Into a mixing bowl, I'm going to add some melted butter and aquafaba. That's
By butter you mean plant-based butter?
going to act like an egg substitute to bind everything together. I'm going to use dill and parsley as well as onion powder and nutritional yeast.
Yeah, typical. Egg imitation, butter imitation, and cheese imitation. That's what the nutritional yeast is usually used for.
I want the zucchini to be really, really dry, so I'm just really going to make sure that I'm squeezing out as much moisture as possible. Like I said earlier, the drier the zucchini, the crispier fritters. If you have a nut milk bag, that works really well for this. Then I'm going to add some baking powder and some flour until I have kind of like a medium dry mixture. You want it to kind of look like a dough, but not be overly wet, not be too dry. I have some fresh parsley in my fridge, so I'm going to add a little bit of that at the end.
Ooh, parsley. It's good that she's going to cook this because parsley causes miscarriages. It was used as a way to cause natural abortions. And I really put natural in big quotes, seeing as it's of course not natural for us to consume it, but it's found in nature. It's a toxic green herb found in nature. That's why they called it a natural way to cause an abortion, get a miscarriage. It's just that women nowadays don't realize this and actually consume parsley and then wonder why they had a miscarriage. But that's because they consume a lot of toxic green leaves. Women are generally not aware of what they are eating.
All right, I'm going to shallow fry these. So I'm going to heat up a little bit of oil over like medium heat and then just use a cookie scoop and put them in the pan and just let them cook for...
Cooking in oil is a guaranteed heart attack, stroke also.
a few minutes on each side until they're golden brown.
This has simply zero nutritional value. It's zucchini. If it was made from potatoes, at least you would be getting carbohydrates from it, but zucchini has so few carbohydrates, it's negligible, especially when you cook away everything anyway. The more you cook carbohydrates, the less you will get out of them. The reason potatoes still somewhat work is because usually people bake the outside or cook it. But in this case, in this kind of form, you cook away everything. The more water you lose, the drier it gets, the less carbohydrates and generally nutrients you have. In this case, there are no micronutrients to lose. It's funny that she presents this zero nutritional value, full of carcinogens, not even macronutrients really, just very, very, very few carbohydrates, sugar, As if this is food.
German, we call these zucchini puffer. All right, so
Warte, woher kennen Sie Deutsch? Huh?
I like to have it with some ranch, but you can also do this with like a nice tzatziki or something. Also, I have some leftover parsley and some green onions.
Oh my god, you dumb bitch. What are you doing? Oh, oh my god. She adds the parsley at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. At least people who eat this toxic garbage, all of the vegetables and herbs and the flowers, the broccoli and other flowers, cauliflower, all of the garbage, at least they cook it, but she adds it at the end so that she can get the raw toxins inside of her, making her infertile.
So we're gonna add some of that because it looks pretty. Voila! I love zucchini season. It's also tomato season, so I think for lunch, I'm gonna go with tomatoes. I'm having tomatoes every day until tomato season is over. Very tasty. And very good, Candace. Why, thank you, Candace. And that's breakfast. I almost forgot to take my matcha. So you guys know that I have ADHD. I'm heavily medicated, but with
Oh my god. And you don't get why?
being heavily medicated, I don't like to take my medication all the time. And on days where I'm not doing like heavy work, I kind of like to give myself a break. And I've been looking for something that gives me that kind of like boost and mental performance without being...
No, this is even worse for you. This will mess up your nerves. That's exactly what you don't need. Just look at the ingredients. I was looking at the ingredients in a different video.
like a coffee. And so I introduced matcha into my life again, but I've also been taking...
Matcha simply has coffee in the same way coffee does, green tea. Caffeine is a toxin? What's wrong with you? From plants, seeds, which we're not supposed to eat. It's a defense mechanism of the plants, or the seeds, the babies of the plants. You're literally getting poisoned, and then you wonder why you have ADHD. It's nerve toxins.
taking these on the days where I'm not taking my Vyvanse, and I love them. So this is Magic Mind. It's a mental performance shot, and it helps you stay focused, mentally clear, and
Helps you stay focused, as in it adrenalizes your body and destroys your nerves. Your body is freaking out biochemically from this.
productive while reducing stress. Plus it has 100% of your...
Reducing stress. Oh my god, how can toxins reduce the stress?
Or daily vitamin C in this little bottle, which is amazing.
It's the plant version of vitamin C, not DHAA, which animals use. You will need to convert it anyway.
So I've been testing this out for 30 days. Some of the ingredients need 3 or 4 days.
Looking good. She's 36, that's what it says online. Right on.
To take full effect. So I wanted to give it a good test before suggesting this for anyone.
Alright. Why even use all of the makeup? You're using way too much makeup.
Else that has ADHD, because I've been looking for something that isn't like a quick fix like my Vyvanse has been. This is more of like a natural thing that I've been easily able to stick into my daily routine. So in here is matcha, nootropics, adaptogens, and vitamins. It has time-release caffeine. And anyone that has
What kind of vitamins? Do you even know what adaptogens are? They just throw around these words, probably because it says that on the bottle or on the leaflet that comes along with it. They just ship it to these people, pay them a little bit maybe, probably in this case. Depends on how big your channel is. They promote it and they drink it. They just get these shots of toxins, adrenaline rushes through their body, cortisol. Later on they calm down and then they make this stupid video.
Coffee for matcha knows that you don't get that like jitters, you don't get the same caffeine crash that you do with regular coffee, but it's definitely not.
It really depends on what kind of toxins are in these shots in coffee, tea, simply because in coffee you have theobromine also, which is also a very potent toxin. Most people never mention it, they just talk about caffeine. Or when they drink decaf, they also again only talk about caffeine, completely ignoring theobromine.
A coffee replacement. So if you like coffee and still want to drink it, you definitely can. But the L-theanine or...
There actually, I already went through this as I said before in a different video, but you have organic olive oil. Olive oil is oil from toxic fruits, which are olives. That's why you can't eat them raw. The bitterness is the toxicity. Organic ashwagandha. What is that even supposed to be? You grow it somewhere? Oh my god. Yeah, just a bunch of toxic herbs, all of which are inedible. The only way they even drink them, oh my god, lion's mane, absolutely nuts. Artificial synthetic vitamins, fake B12. I bet you that it's fake, it has to be. I don't even know of any real B12 supplements. All of them have synthetic ingredients which are not even vitamins. Vitamin D3, where would you be getting D3 if it's supposedly vegan? Synthetic, probably. You could extract D2 from mushrooms, but D3? It's an animal hormone. How are you going to get an animal hormone from plants? It has to be synthetic.
L-theanine, I don't know how to pronounce it. Also makes your coffee last all day, which is wonderful.
Oh, I like how it also said vitamin C ascorbic acid, not real vitamin C. And not even the ascorbic acid is real plant vitamin C, that's the outer layer of vitamin C. Vitamin C has 8 compounds. Ascorbic acid is only one of them.
If you are interested in trying a mental performance shot, they have graciously given us a discount. I will leave.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. The only food you need for your mental health, mental clarity, is brain. That's it. Of course, you would never see her promote it. Firstly, she gets no money out of it, and secondly, she's too unaware to even understand it.
All right, as I said, tomatoes for lunch. I'm gonna do like a air-fried tomato with like cheese in the middle and some toasted...
Again, always these animal food imitations. That's just what your day revolves around as a vegan.
bread, and just give like dipping in the cheese and the bread and the yumminess. I bake this bread.
Yeah, cheese is yummy because you're malnourished. You crave the nutrients in cheese. Thanks for admitting it.
Yesterday, I'm going to use that and make little...
Very burnt. Very carcinogenic.
toasts. Ooh!
Actually, bread in itself is carcinogenic, obviously. Not because of the ingredients, the yeast and everything. Even if you would make the most perfect bread on earth, you're eating grain sludge, which was baked into this form. That's it.
I don't feel like doing it. So it just makes for like nice, happy,
Ooh, garlic is poisonous. It kills your brain cells.
easy meals that are delicious. I'm just gonna add some garlic, some thyme, oregano, basil.
Ooh, oregano. Also the same as parsley. Perfect to be infertile and have a miscarriage.
Okay, I'm gonna chop up some fresh parsley. Should be
Again. Whew. I'm really thankful that vegans can't get pregnant. Otherwise, this would be a disaster.
I have this Boursin plant-based cheese, so I'm gonna throw it all together in this food processor and just make kind of like a cheese dip, if you will, that I'm gonna stick in the center. I also have some vegan cream cheese, some vegan mozzarella.
Why do you eat all of this if you're vegan? I thought that animal foods are bad for you. Most vegans believe that animal foods are unhealthy. Then why do you imitate them? Why are you obsessed with them?
And it's gonna blend it all together with a little bit of almond milk until it has like a nice dippy consistency. Normally with something like this, you could probably do like a buffalo mozzarella or burrata or something like that. Or even like a cottage cheese, but we're doing like this. Many blessings.
A little dog, no child, because of the parsley.
We'll see how that goes to start. Ooh. I'm going to arrange this on this plate like the tomatoes kind of on the outside and then the cheese in the middle. Top it with some...
Yeah, that's it. You don't need to see anything else. The tomatoes were created because she wanted to eat meat, and the cheesy dip sauce, whatever, is there because she wants cheese, literally. That's why you buy fake cheese, because you want cheese. There's no other reason. Literally, no other reason whatsoever. Give me one other reason why you buy Beyond Meat or fake cheese or almond milk. There's no other reason besides you wanting meat, cheese, and milk. That's it. You crave it. It's incredibly healthy for you. You become malnourished without it. And the more malnourished you are, the more you crave it and obsess over food. It really creates a mental illness, because when you're that severely obsessed, you do anything, think of any recipes, buy recipe books, watch recipe videos, just to make anything that will taste close to meat, milk, and cheese. And of course you can't do it, which is why you obsess over months or years until you realize how severely malnourished and sick you are. And that's the end of veganism. Veganism is just a craving for meat and cheese, dairy nonstop, just all the time. That's just what it is. That's just what a vegan's life revolves around. And all of them prove it with their videos. That's the funny part.
That parsley that we chopped up and...
Yeah, this is what a slave eats. They bake grain sludge, and then they make anything that's red, usually put it on it or dip it just to make it red, because they want bloody meat. It's just your natural human senses which you can never get rid of. And because they don't get over 15 micronutrients, and in this case they really get no nutrients out of it except for some sugar and a bunch of anti-nutrients, glyphosate toxins, they do it again the next day, or usually a few times still the same day, because of how malnourished they are. And then they crave this food and they just think of when they can eat again the next day. Absolute torture, a life full of suffering.
then the bread on the side.
Again, she puts the parsley on top of it raw. Imagine some pregnant woman watches this. She craves meat a lot, a vegan pregnant woman, and then she ends up using parsley at the end without cooking it, because when you cook any plants, any food in general, you neutralize and destroy the toxins. There's no toxins in natural healthy meat, of course, which is why you don't need to do it. But in all of these plants, a lot of times it's of course better, because you just destroy everything. You get a slight taste of it, but for the most part, everything is gone. But a vegan pregnant woman could easily get a miscarriage then. Vegans usually don't become pregnant anyway, and if they do, they usually get a miscarriage. But if you eat this, then it's almost guaranteed.
You can really eat this however you want, but I like to spread the cheese and then
Yeah, exactly. She makes the bread, but covers it up right away with the cheesy sauce, because she wants the cheese so much. And then she puts the red tomatoes, which have been baked, because she wants red baked meat. Not because she naturally wants baked meat, of course, but because that's what she's used to. Most people grow up eating cooked meat.
spread the tomatoes and a little sprinkle of fleur de sel.
Yeah, it's just a meat obsession. It's like a fetish.
There's no better season than tomato season.
Yeah, because tomatoes do have a similar taste to blood. I've had blood from sheep, which really tasted almost indistinguishable from tomato juice. Really, a normal human being, a regular so-called human being, if they would eat it today, they wouldn't even be able to tell it apart. If they would order tomato juice and you would give them that kind of blood, they would just think that they got tomato juice. Really good tasting tomato juice. They would order it again and again. They wouldn't understand why they want it so much, of course, because you're getting every nutrient there is. Blood has every nutrient in abundance, and it's raw nutrients, which are actually absorbable. But my point is that taste-wise, it would be just about the same.
This is so good. Gosh darn it, I am good at my job. When I was scrolling through Instagram,
It's as if the body believes that it's getting what it needs. It looks red. There's sodium, which would be found in meat. It's as if you're eating savory meal, but then when you actually get the food inside of you, your body tries to digest it and assimilate the nutrients, then your body understands that you actually didn't get what you believed you would be getting. Your body believes that you're eating a bloody meat, but instead you get almost no micronutrients and just a few carbohydrates. No animal protein or fat, just nothing of what you should have actually gotten naturally.
I saw this recipe for tater tot potato salad, and I thought, that sounds amazing. So for dinner, that's what we're having. The dressing for this is vegan yogurt, vegan mayo, my arm, I'm sorry, lemon juice, pickle juice, garlic, fresh dill, and parsley, and green onions.
Again, the parsley, and also all of the rest. Just really poisonous ingredients. She's really overdoing it.
And pickles. And it's always go together. All right, so these are nice and crispy. So I only portioned out as many as I'm going to have now because I want them to be crispy and not soggy. So I'm just going to keep everything separate in my fridge because I made enough for leftovers. I have some cucumber. They use cucumber in the video, so I'm gonna add some cucumber and then just tossing it with salad dressing and salt and pepper to taste. Wow, that looks great. Okay, this looks amazing.
She said it so silently. This looks amazing. Just no passion, no true emotions. If it was amazing, if you had a raw liver with a cup of blood in front of you, then you would be saying, wow, this looks amazing. There was just no passion. Oh, this looks amazing. I'm faking it for the video. Hopefully they don't notice. Fake.
This is so good. It's like
a double, just so that you think that it's real.
Refreshing, a little bit spicy, crunchy. Trying to kill me. Perfect.
Literally, yeah. Too spicy. Spices are toxins. It's toxic. Wow. Too many. Yeah, and if you eat even more, then you get hospitalized because of how toxic they are. She literally said the truth without realizing it.
Perfect for summer. So good. What a great idea. That's it for us today. I hope you enjoyed these recipes.
It's also interesting how you can see that she's almost crying because of the spiciness. It's because the body is trying to get it out any possible way. Ideally before it enters your stomach, of course, and completely destroys your gut, seeing as these spices, the garlic, burns holes in your gut. People who have consumed actual raw garlic for months, they had holes in their guts. And actually you could also say holes in their brain. Not literally, but it does kill your brain cells. You could say that.
Don't forget to check out Magic Mind. Discount code is in the description box down below. Link, everything that you need. Thank you.
It's just a stupid promotional video. There's just no value that you can get out of this. You crave meat and then you try to imitate meat. And they're just an advertisement to get some more money out of the vegans. Veganism is a great business though, that's for sure. You can sell a lot to malnourished people. Really, it's the best market out there. A lot of people have become millionaires by just selling vegan products. Malnourished people buy the most. If you're a businessman, awesome.
So much to them for sponsoring today's video. And I will see you next time, friends.
Yeah, also this magic drink and AG1, they did really good when it comes to that.
And Harley is also going to see you later. She is saying goodbye, aren't you? And definitely not.
Harley is probably malnourished. She's hungry, or he. If the dog is vegan, probably not. Who the hell knows? A lot of vegans make their dogs vegan. They force them to be vegan. Obviously, no dog is naturally dumb enough to actually go vegan. It completely goes against your instinct. Human instinct also, but humans get brainwashed by language. That's all that's happening here.
Not whining.
The whining is your dog asking for food, you animal abuser.
Bye. You want a tater tot?
No, literally not. The tater tot has nothing. What's wrong with this woman? No, he doesn't. How do you not get it? He wants raw meat, the same way as you do.
She can't see, she's blind.
Really? If a dog eats that, then the dog is starving. That's just absolute desperation.
It takes her a minute. Here you go. I have to.
Yeah, it takes her a minute because she's starving, or he, whatever. He doesn't want to eat it. And then he still takes it because there's nothing else. That's it. And is he even eating it anyway? If it was raw meat, right away. Literally just a natural automatic response. Smells raw meat, bites. That's it.
Such a nice mommy. She
No, she is not eating it.
gives me tater tots. And I like her because I like potatoes. Nom nom.
Dogs don't like potatoes because they can't eat them raw, obviously. And they eat cooked potatoes simply because you give them nothing else. It's just empty carbs, it's nothing. It's survival. The dog is just surviving. The dog also doesn't look healthy, the fur. It's just another brainwashed and malnourished vegan, and she even possibly malnourishes her dogs. If the dogs eat it, then most likely. They want to force it onto everybody. If they could, then they would make meat illegal, only to realize after 1 or 2 years that they crave it so much and that it was a huge mistake. But humans make a lot of mistakes, except that nowadays we don't seem to learn from them. The title of the video is implying, at the very least, that everybody is leaving veganism. At this point, it's dead. Still, she's clinging on to it, trying to sell you that drink, in this case, her recipe books, just to make the few less dollars which are left in this industry. It used to be a booming industry. Back in the day, whoa, everybody was going vegan, it was super healthy, great for the environment. And then people start realizing that it's horrible for your health. It's even horrible for the environment. And that's why most of them quit now. And she will quit too. Maybe she already quit. A lot of the people who created a business out of veganism cannot admit to their audience that they are not vegan anymore, because it really is such a great business. That's what I meant before. You're malnourished, your diet doesn't have over 15 micronutrients, it will make you obsessed with fake meat, any recipes which imitate meat. You will buy recipe books, you will buy a lot of supplements. Supplements, oh, that's the biggest business out of all. It's billions that are put into it. And these vegans really pay the money. They feel so bad, unhappy, malnourished. They have eczema, acne, gut discomfort. And their guts are really being destroyed, especially if they eat parsley and garlic. And then they buy the supplements, which are synthetic and don't work. Then some other remedies. Anything that they can think of to try to heal their deficiencies and damaged guts. None of it works. And then eventually they quit. All of them just do in the end. It's just a matter of time. It's not sustainable. It never was. Not for your health. Not for the environment. All of the forests are being cut down because of veganism. It was just the worst idea ever to start eating this way. And it's clearly an agenda. It's being pushed by people who are not vegan themselves. That's the funniest part. That's what they don't realize. Thanks for watching.